Now, I'm not a big fan of wearing masks. I understand why we have to, but you know, just the way it is. I'm not a big fan of them. But when I do have to wear one, I like it to be one representing the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or Tampa Bay, as we like to call it, the GOAT. Hello, Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you, still celebrating Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl victory, and I probably will be for a very long time, because it may be a very long time until we win it again. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about ways, dare I say suggestions, of how to spend those lovely onboard credits and future cruise credit you may have got from a cancelled cruise by Carnival and you rebook to a future cruise. Just to summarize, you got either $300 or $600 onboard credit based on the length of your cruise, and you can transfer up to $500 of future cruise credit. What do we mean by that? Well, if your previous cruise was say $2,000 and the one you rebooked was $1,500, you can take that $500 difference and add it as additional onboard credit. Maximum of $500. Okay? This money is going to be on your sail and sign card when you get on board. Bear in mind, this is very important to know this, if you don't already, it's not cash, it's a credit on your account. If you don't use this money on the cruise, it be gone. Au revoir, sayonara, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, and whatever that word is in other languages I can't speak. You got to use it on the cruise or it gone. Think of it like an Amazon gift card, right? If you load an Amazon gift card onto your account, the next few purchases you make, they're all going to come off the Amazon gift card. Once the value of that card is gone, you're going to go back to the card you have on file. Similar thing here. All the purchases you make are going to come off this onboard credit and future cruise credit until it runs out. Then it's going to move to the card you put on file. Okay? What can you use it for? That's what we're here for today, right? Well, I've got hopefully some good ideas and good suggestions for you. Basically, you can use it for anything that could be purchased on board. That's pretty much the broadest way of putting it. But what are the things you can purchase on board? Some people, especially if you ain't cruised that much, may not, know about all of them. Some of you, and a lot of you on Facebook, know everything about everything, as we know. So you'll know all of the stuff I'm going to say, so you may as well just turn off now and stop watching. But some suggestions from me. First off, some of the big ones. Gratuities, right? You're going to do that. You can prepay them if you want, but, which reminds me, remember, this is all on board. You cannot use this money at all in advance. It's very important you remember that too. Has to be done on board. Can't use this for anything in advance. To that end, with all the things I'm going to be telling you, obviously I'm going to go over restaurants and stuff like that. Here's what I foresee. There's going to be a stampede to get in line when you get on board. No longer for the Red Frog to get a Presidente and then to pop over to Guy Fieri's Burgers or any other restaurant. It's going to be stampeding to the shore excursion desk, to the restaurant reservation desks and stuff like that. Be aware of that. It's going to be fun because you can't book the restaurants in advance. You've got to pay for them now. You can't make a reservation without paying. Remember that. Anyway, so gratuities. It goes to your cabin, your room steward, your dining room staff, and people behind the scenes. The people that aren't on that are the bartenders, right? Bartenders get tipped separately. If you do the cheers, the prepaid gratuities are on there, if you do it in advance. But what you can do when you buy a drink and you sign that little ticket, you'll see that the tip is already on there, right? That goes into the pool for everybody. But if you really like that bartender, even if it's like at the end of the week and they've been amazing to you all week, you can write an additional tip onto that chip. And that is going to go to that specific bartender that served you that drink. So that's one little side tip you can do that maybe you didn't think about. So tips, right? I'm hoping that they may even let you increase the amount of gratuities you can put for the room steward and the dining room staff on that particular one. I don't know if that's going to happen, but maybe I'll ask John Hill because John listens to me. Anyway, what else can we do? Cheers, as I mentioned before. One thing to remember that's very important, it is 10% extra when you buy it on board. So if you buy it in advance, that's great. But when you come and get it on board, it's going to be 10% more than you're normally used to paying. So do remember that. Me personally, I took advantage of the 20% off deal when they had it a couple of years ago on all my cruises, most of which have been cancelled, and I rebooked them all, so much so that between all the onboard credit, future cruise credit, and the stock and regular offer credit, I've got like $6,700 in onboard money to use across my cruises. Oh, I'm gonna have a good time. And the cheers is paid on all but 2 of them. This guy's gonna be partying hard. If you see me, I apologize in advance. Anyway, so cheers. Bubbles, of course you can do the bubbles if you don't want to drink. If you don't feel like you can drink 15 drinks in a day, and by the way, you don't have to drink 15. You can make the cheers package pay on 5 or 6 drinks depending on what you drink. And yes, I have a whole video on it. Look it up on my channel. It's there. It breaks it all down for you. But if you just want to get drinks in general, you can use it for that. How about food? Look at all the wonderful restaurants Carnival have been introducing over the last few years, depending on what ship you're on, of course. You've got your steakhouse, which is pretty much on every ship now, but certain ships also have the Cucina del Capitano, the Italian, Gigi's, best one, if you ask me. Bonsai sushi, bonsai teppanyaki. You can even get pizza delivery now from wherever you are on the hub. Very powerful thing, the hub. Yes, I got a video. Yes, you should watch it because it's amazing what that thing can do. And I'm sure that's going to change as well when we get through all the protocols. So I'm going to have to change it all over again. But a hub is a very important app to get. Room service, chef's table, brilliant chef's table. If you haven't had the opportunity to do that and you've got a lot of this onboard credit, use it for that. It's a brilliant experience. Some of the brand new ships, the Panorama and the Mardi Gras, they got a Carnival kitchen where you can go and do cooking classes with top chefs. It's amazing. Seuss at Sea brunch, you know. All these different food options you have that aren't free and you didn't think before you really wanted to do them, try them. Ain't gonna cost you anything in reality, is it? What else can we do here? Pixels photos. Get all your pictures taken down there. Go get one of them photographers. Go do a little photo shoot around the ship. Hey, you, come and follow me. Take some pictures of me in suits. Whatever you want to do. Casino, because we're all guaranteed winning if we go in the casino, right? Bingo. Let me tell a quick story about bingo. So a few years ago now, we're on a ship, don't remember which one. I don't normally play bingo, but I just felt lucky, you know. You know what I did? In the afternoon, they had a $5,000 bingo. In the morning, they had an $800 bingo. But what they didn't know that I knew that they knew that they didn't think I knew, is that the afternoon one that's $5,000 is only $5,000 if it comes within some ridiculous number of balls put out, which is almost impossible to happen. The one in the morning, like a normal bingo. Hardly anybody there at that one. Everybody goes to the big one. So I went to the little one and I won. But Julie was laughing at me. So she came in, I had one number left and she's like, oh, all of a sudden she's interested. My number comes up. She grabs the card from me, bingo, and runs up and gets the money and celebrates like she's the damn winner. Anyway, moving on. Shore excursions, use it for that. Again, get in line quick because they, especially the more popular ones, they're going to sell out quick because everybody's going to be piling in for that. I would imagine Alaska's going to be interesting for shore excursions. Anyway, duty-free shopping. All those lovely shops you can buy souvenirs and stuff at. All duty-free on there. Cherry on top. Loads of stuff you can go in cherry on top. Groove for St. Jude. There's a good one for you. You've got no excuse. They better raise more money than they ever have for Groove for St. Jude when we get back cruising again, because you better damn well be up there getting that t-shirt. Most of you need to buy the bears, right? Go good for Groove for St. Jude. What a great cause. Extra money can go to that. You've got no excuse for not doing it. Spa, you have an excuse for not doing that. I don't even know what a spa is, but if you love spas, go. There's a place in England called Leamington Spa. That's as far as I know about spas, you know. Julie gets these, what do they call those things on your fingernails? Manicures and petticoats or whatever they're called. I don't know. Double Dutch to me. Whatever. But if that's your thing, boom, you can use it for that. Massages, as you say in America. Massages, as we say in England. Do it. Whatever, if that's your thing. The gym. They do classes at the gym. You can pay. You can keep yourself fit. Now, you may argue, should I go to the gym on a cruise? I'm supposed to be enjoying myself. If you're on a back-to-back-to-back like me, trying to drink 15 beers a day, it's very necessary to go to the gym at least a few times. Otherwise, my suits won't fit by the end of it. I do have week 1, week 2, and week 3 suits already, but it'll all be week 1, and I don't know what I'll do week 3. So the gym is there. Do some gym classes. Build-A-Bear workshop. Use it for an internet package. Buy some art. Sea spa. Go to the arcade. Let the kids go rampant in the arcade. Here, kids, there's $100 you can spend in the arcade. Maybe not that much. But parents, you want a night out? The kids. Aha, we have night owls. Babysitting service. I think it goes till 1 or 2 in the morning. Don't know. Don't have kids. But it goes till sometime. But if you want a night off, boom, off they go. Off you go, little children, go to the night owls. We'll see you later. I'm not sure if you can or cannot do this, but I have heard you may be able to buy gift cards on board. Don't shoot the messenger if that ends up not being the fact. But you can buy it. You can use it for anything that could be purchased on board. Money stays in Carnival. Use it for another cruise. I don't know. Didn't hear me say that, but maybe that's something that might work. So there's a lot of different suggestions for you on things you can do, from gratuities to drinks to food to internet to shopping to photos to shore excursions to gambling. You know, there's loads of things you can spend that money on. Before you know it, you'll blow it all on bloody day one. Pace yourselves, people. Pace yourselves. It's my recommendation. Unless you're me and you got $6,700 spread across all your cruises, I ain't pacing nothing. I'm going balls to the wall when I first get back on board a cruise ship. By the way, anybody considered what the first song you would like to hear when you get back on a cruise ship is? I'll leave you with that. For me, one of my favourite all-time songs, More Than This by Roxy Music. If you haven't heard it, listen to it and listen to the lyrics. I am going to go up to the Red Frog pub, get myself a Presidente, go find a quiet area, have that playing in my headphones, and drink a beer and watch the sun. Hopefully sun. What can I say? Remember, you can't take it with you. Spend it. Spend it well. Or spend it poorly. But spend it. Just like I'm spending a lot of time celebrating my Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The sweet smell of success. See you later, Cruising World. Oh, subscribe. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.